Slim, how's the head? Seems like you took a shot there.
Yeah, it was my eye, but I could see, so we're good.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Glad the eye's okay. Glad
Thank
you
you.
can see. Um, Yesterday we were kind of talking about kind of going into the second half of the season. You're like, hey, let's kind of. You really want to eliminate that one quarter that kind of like pops up and is a struggle for y'all.
Mhm.
And then today the second quarter kind of popped up and was a struggle for y'all.
Mhm.
How do you know, kind of what happened in that second, and how do you kind of figure out a way to eliminate those popping up?
Um, I think it's the first game back after All Star break and the first game of 22 games for the rest of the season. So it's not. I don't think we like. Oh my God, we can't figure out a quarter. Do we wish we didn't have a second quarter the way we did? Yes, but at the same time, when those quarters happen, I'm personally focus more on our response, and I think we responded well. Obviously, some shots didn't go in. We had a couple of loose balls that didn't go in our direction, but at the end of the day, it's a process. Like we're 23 games into a season, so number 24 and number 25 is right around the corner, and we just got to keep figuring it out. We got some practice, and we got some games.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sid, what'd you kind of see on the defensive end today? I think they were almost 52%, 93 points. Just the game before, they scored 99. Kind of, how do you evaluate the defensive end right now?
I evaluate LA as just being potent offensively. You know what I mean? To date in the season, we're top half defensively, maybe slightly above that. So we're not an average. We're above average defensive team, but the Sparks have, they have some weapons, and I think to their credit, if there are some breakdowns, they're able to exploit it, or if there's some schemes there, they're able to exploit it. So got to give them credit.
Hey everybody, Slim, for you, that touchdown pass from Jade to end the third quarter. Can you walk us through that? It seemed like you got a pretty good jump on that.
I mean, yeah, me and Jade laugh because anytime she's the one passing the touchdown pass, she always says, "Oh, that's usually me." So it's kind of we flip roles, and I get to get the outlet. But it's just one of those things where we both understand. Like, if you see us hauling ass down the court, like, just go on ahead and throw it. We usually get something good out of it. So I was just happy to get her the assist by getting the one bounce, like, for the layup. That was my favorite part.
Sydney, looking at points off turnovers for you guys, you had 9 when you were out in LA, 27 tonight. What'd you see as far as adjustments to capitalize on that a little bit more?
LA's good. It's just a really good offensive team. A lot of weapons, but at times, they've had some turnovers like us. So we, just certain schemes that we wanted to do to try to, create some advantages for us, and then be able to get out. And I'm really super proud of our players in terms of converting on those opportunities, because it helped us get back into the game.
And Kira, just want to ask you about the rebounding overall. Not specific to you, but how do you think you guys did on the glass, and specifically, looking at Hamby's 14. What's most challenging about keeping her under control?
We just have to box out. Sometimes we're in help because they have shooters, so sometimes we have to contest the shot just a little or stick at the ball. And it's hard to box out when you have somebody running to the rim without a body on them. So we just need to emphasize on boxing out more.
Sydney, in the first quarter, you guys had 14 points in the paint, and then it seemed like LA keyed in on something to kind of prevent that and got some turnovers. Anything specific that you noticed that was different for them?
I think transition. I think some of those points came in transition. When we were, forced to play in the half court, they usually putting 4 to 5 defenders on one side, and so it really clogged up. And they dared us and challenged us to hurt them from the outside. And fortunately, tonight we had one of our good shooting nights, going 7 for 14. So, our ability to be multifaceted, not just pound it in, is really what makes a difference for us in terms of being able to compete offensively. So we certainly want Slim to get downhill. We certainly want open court offense. We certainly want to get the ball to Kira and Kiki and, really establish ourselves inside. But, teams know that as well, right? So we really do need to balance because people are just committing to clogging the lane. And, I thought we had some really good moments of kind of trying to manipulate that. We didn't make the shot every time, but I just thought the ball movement was really, really good for us as we're trying to kind of unlock how to break through that type of defense.
And with that, Sonia, she obviously had foul trouble early
Yeah.
on, and I think she only had one shot through the first 3 quarters, or
Yep.
very close to that.
Yep.
For especially a rookie or even just a young player like that, when they haven't been getting many looks in a game, are you looking to try and find ways to get them activated, or you just want them to find that in the pace of the game?
Oh yeah, no, I mean we certainly want to keep her involved and try to call her number here and there, but we also don't want to be blind about it. What I mean by that is call a play here, call a play there, but not turn the ball over to run that play, or not to, if they double team her, she's got to get off of it. And there's some times where they really got into her dribbling, and so those are areas for her to grow, but also for us to try to use all of that pressure against her to see if there's something else on the weak side too. So it's a balance, but we certainly don't want to ignore her and just allow her to finish the game with one shot or 2 shot attempts.
My last one's for Slim. We saw you go over and put Julie kind of in a playful chokehold
Sure
there
did.
at the end of the game. Just curious what you had to say to her there.
That's just how she was feeling, Nah, it was all love. Me and Julie used to be teammates here, so I did want to find out who it was, though. I did ask, but it's all love. And she was like, "I'm so sorry, Slim. I didn't mean to." I know she did it. I just got a new form of eyeshadow, so thanks, Julie.
Coach, this is the last stretch of the season. So just big picture wise, what is your message to the team, and what would you like to see them continue to do or adjust?
Yeah, hold to our daily habits and our joy and new challenges. Okay, just new challenges. We're gonna get scouted more. As you see tonight, people are more committed to clogging the lane. What are different ways to unlock that? I just think the new challenges in terms of how people are scouting us individually and as a team, how they may guard the post, double team after the dribble, different things like that, that will allow our players to continue to develop and have some level of success individually and as a team. So, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. And what I love is that at a minimum, people have to take us seriously. We're not a walk in the park to deal with, and so they're throwing different things at us, and we have to scheme and play hard and see if we can get some results, but also, like I said, hold to our daily habits and joy as we're going through it.
Last question to Josh.
Hey, Coach. Just thoughts overall on Aaliyah's performance. Just what you like, what you want to see her improve on going forward.
Yeah, no, there's nothing changed there. Second chance opportunities, defensive rebounding. You can see she's really confident in her mid-range game, which we love. It just help us with spacing and how we're moving the ball. But no, I don't think her role has changed. And in fact, she's starting to stack a number of games in a row where she's able to kind of flourish in what she does. And what she does is very important. So just kind of like bloom where you're planted, and she's doing that right now.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Get home safe, y'all.